Team, welcome back to another episode of Ask Top, sponsored by MentorMilitary.com. I'm your host, Command Sergeant Major Retired Mark Garrett, and today we're going to talk about a serious subject, leader responsibilities after your soldier has received an Article 15. Now, all leaders need to be involved, but specifically the squad leader through the first sergeant need to really be involved. We have a whole series on Article 15s. It's about a 7-episode series, but it's everything from unintended consequences of an Article 15 right up to appealing an Article 15. So if you're a soldier being recommended for an Article 15, take a look at it. If you're a leader recommending an Article 15 or punishment, look at that, because it's important for you to understand your role and all the things that go into the Article 15 process. As I said, today we're going to talk about leader responsibilities after the Article 15. Hey, do me a favor before we get started. Reach down, smack that subscribe button, leave us a like, give us a comment about what you'd like to see in the future or what you think about this video. And please share this video with those friends and colleagues of yours that may need to know this information. So let's go ahead and get started. The references for today: the only one that I don't have up there would be the Military Manual for Court Martials, which would include the punitive articles of the UCMJ, or the articles that typically are used for Article 15s. The other thing I'll share with you is down in the description below, there's a link to a book that we prepared on Article 15s. You can buy it at MentorMilitary.com. It covers everything you can think of on Article 15s. Has regulatory extracts, lessons learned, and a buttload of checklists on every aspect of the Article 15 process. It also contains a script of everything the commander will read from you start to finish in the Article 15 process, so you fully know what to expect. There's also a critical thinking checklist down there for free that will help you build your case, think through it, and be forward-looking instead of reactive. So what should we do immediately after the hearing? Well, we need to treat that soldier with dignity and respect. Don't kick them when they're down. They've already been through a significant emotional event. Generally, as soon as you come out of the commander's office, you go into the first sergeant's office with your leadership, and he'll explain to you about your extra duties. And usually extra duties, if you get them, start that night. In some cases, they'll allow you to go home and start the next day if you got some things that you got to sort out. As I said, they've been through a significant emotional event that impacts them and their significant others and family. Pull the soldier aside. Let them know that you're there for them, that what happened was not personal in nature, but was designed to correct substandard performance. It's key that the soldier understands this, so that there's no animosity or very little animosity, or that animosity can be overcome. Let them know this is something they can overcome, that this is not necessarily a career ender, although it can be in some cases. And if it's not a career ender, let them know that. Let them know that, hey, let's knock this out and let's move forward. Let's have a positive career. Ensure they understand all the requirements of the punishment. Now, I'm going to tell you, if somebody puts you on restriction, they're going to check you. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, because a restriction is pretty much like a catch-22. I'm going to be watching you, and if you mess up and there's any suspended punishment like rank or pay, you're going to lose a stripe and lose the pay. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Hey, if you get a chance, stop by MentorMilitary.com. That's our retail site, and that's where we sell all of our products designed to help soldiers, whether it's counseling, evaluations, awards, promotion potential, uniform training, leadership. And also, we're always looking for authors, people that might want to write or contribute, especially to the Ask Top site. And there's a link below in the description for MentorMilitary.com. If on suspension, explain the explain the importance of being a model soldier. The last thing you want to do is get a suspended punishment revoked. Do what you're supposed to do, be a professional soldier, knock out your duties and responsibilities that are associated with your punishment. Just do the right thing. Explain the importance of remaining professional. The last thing you need to do is go out and have a bad attitude, talk down about the chain of command, how they screwed you over, or just bad-mouthing them in general, or complaining about your punishment. Just keep your mouth shut, go out there and knock it out. It's critically important that soldiers look to the future. Look for something positive. As leaders, we need to do that. We need to make sure that those soldiers are looking towards the positive, because bad things start happening when soldiers always look at negative. This can be a new beginning. Hey, you get through this, the slate is wiped clean, and you go forward and have a good career. Get past those negative feelings, start focusing on the future. You notice I'm talking a lot about the future because the future has the ability to be very positive, and it takes good leadership to get the soldier to look at that. Well-being, incredibly important. Understand where the soldier's at mentally and emotionally. You know, as I said, don't kick them when they're down. Don't let it be something that you're not thinking about the soldier's well-being, because the last thing you need them to do is to harm themselves or even develop a worse attitude. Check on them daily. You know, that doesn't mean that you have to sit down, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Are you feeling okay? Those things are important and should be done. But, you know, also just making observations. Are they withdrawn? Are they angry? Do they seem to be doing okay with the duties? Talk with them. Like I said, this doesn't have to be every day, but it should be of a frequency for that situation that makes sense. Keep them motivated. You know, give them duties and responsibilities and hold them accountable. Praise them when they've done something good. Don't just keep them beat down because they got an Article 15 and have done something wrong in the past. If they're doing something good, let them know. Reinforce positive behavior. Warning signs of potential suicides or other significant issues. We need to watch those. We're losing roughly 22 soldiers a day. So let's do our part to make sure we reduce the likelihood of that. And most of that is remaining positive with the soldier, looking towards the future, helping the soldier overcome this event. Okay, some soldiers may last out, others may withdraw. And it's important that we deal with that behavior, whether that's engaging the soldier when they're withdrawn or pulling them a soldier and professionally counseling them if they're lashing out. Hey, follow us on Facebook at Ask Top and at Mentor Military. Naturally, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mentor Military, and check us out at mentormilitary.com. Setting the soldier up for success. That's the key. You don't want them looking back at this Article 15. You want them looking forward. Where are they going? What are the good things that can happen? I talked about this earlier. Give them responsibility and hold them accountable. Typically, what I have found is when a substandard performer or a soldier that's had an issue gets a duty or responsibility, whether it's an additional duty or responsibility to maintain a piece of equipment, and you hold them accountable, praise them when they do well, counsel them when they aren't doing a good job, whether that's verbal or formally, they tend to respond rather well to this. Recognize their achievements and let the chain of command know they're doing well. It's important that the chain of command understands that the soldiers learned their lesson and is doing a good job. After all the punishment has been served, and if the soldier's performance warrant, consider recommending them for the soldier of the quarter board. Why? You want to start instilling the positive behavior, reinforcing good behavior, and trying to build this soldier up for the future. That Article 15 is a point in time. It's not a destination. You want to set this soldier up for success. Get them in front of the chain of command for the good things they do. Let the chain of command know there's more to this soldier than just what happened as a result of the Article 15. So in summary, it's difficult for the soldier. They got a lot to overcome, and they're not really feeling too great. Treat them with dignity and respect. Set them up for success. Watch them for mental and emotional issues. Make sure the unit is not harassing the soldier. Keep the soldier motivated. Keep them focused on the future. And when you do these things, the soldier tends to be more productive. And if you notice, a lot of what we talked about was setting the soldier up for success, monitoring them, treating them well, and letting them know what happened in the past does not have to drive what's going to happen to them in the future. Now, as I said, there's going to be some instances where getting an Article 15 is the end of the line. They're going to be separated from service, or it's going to interfere with future promotions and affect retention control points. If that's the case, you need to sit the soldier down and talk to them about that and let them know, hey, if they get QMP, they have the ability to fight that. So those are the things that need to be thought about. And I hope you got something out of today's discussion. There's a lot of duties and responsibilities that leaders have other than recommending Article 15s. Help that soldier. It's important. Let that soldier know they're part of your team. Hey, until next time, stay safe and stay healthy.